Hello, I want to welcome you to Naples Motorsports, Lotus of Naples, home of many, many supercars. So I'm going to give you a quick review of some of the cars, some of the history, because history is very important with supercars. Actually, they're not even called supercars anymore, they're called hypercars. In 2014, McLaren shattered the world when they introduced these cars. Both of these are the same, they're McLaren P1s. They made 375 of these for the world. They all sold out before the car started production. When you look at the stats of this car, it's mind-blowing. It actually has 903 horsepower. Did you hear that right? 903 horsepower, 722 pounds of torque, 0 to 186 miles an hour in 16.5 seconds. Just amazing cars, full carbon fiber bodies. Everything's carbon fiber. You're literally sitting in a carbon fiber tub. And it also has electric, gives you some of the horsepower as well as a gas-powered engine. Later on, Porsche decided, let me up them a little. And I don't think they really upped them, but they came out with the 918. Very comparable car, a little bit more different in the sense of this is only 875 horsepower as well as using electricity to get that power. So now at this point, the manufacturers are realizing the electricity is giving power, which is helping everything. They only made 918 of these for the world. Every car is sold out. Even on today's market, they're selling for way over the original MSRP price on these. Very, very rare cars. 2019, McLaren decided to do something pretty unique and different. When you look at this car, you're blown away with the styling of it. Everything with the McLaren, they actually said, we don't care about the design. Everything about this design is basically to get speed and power. Everything's fully functional with this car. So when you look at this car, it's as close to a Formula One race car you're going to see on the road. 500 of these were made. Horsepower went down in this car only to 789 horsepower, 590 pounds of torque. The idea with that is to use the lightweight to get the power from it. 0 to 186 miles an hour on this car is 16.5 seconds. By the way, the 918, 0 to 60 is 19.9 seconds. I'm about to show you a car. Before I show you this car, I'm going to explain something. When I tell you 0 to 60 in under 20 seconds on this car, 0 to 180 under 20 seconds, I am going to show you a car 0 to 180 miles an hour in under 9 seconds. I want to welcome you, Lotus Evija. When you look at this car, again, very similar to McLaren, where they said, we're going to use the styling. We don't care about the styling. We want the power, the speed, the wind to go through it. They just did an unbelievable job with the design of it because at the end of it, it's probably the best looking car in the market today. I'm going to start with the back of the car and show you something. Actually, before I go to the back, if you can see down here, these are called Venturi tunnels. What they do, they don't only look awesome. I'm going to see if you can see me through here. I can put my head through. There's my hand, I can wave to you. Not only look good, come over here, Mr. Cameraman. When you come into the back and see the Venturi tunnels, the air just flows through the car to give you downforce. There's so much downforce on this car, it has a DRS system. When we raise the rear spoiler, you'll notice the flaps going up. This just gives you so much more downforce. We actually have 3 dampers in this car just to keep it on the ground. The numbers of the downforce, I can't even tell you right now because the engineers have done the stats on it. They don't even believe them, that's how good they are. Everything on this car, again, has function to it. By the way, when we talked about the Porsche 918 and the McLaren, how did they get that power? They got that power from electricity. This car is fully electric. We come over onto the side and we look inside of it. You'll also notice too, everything inside the car is all lightweight. It's a full carbon fiber body. This is the largest monocell in the world, which that basically means just sitting in a piece of carbon fiber material. So you're getting lightweight, it's absorbing energy. You'll notice on the side, if you can see that screen, that's your rear view cameras on each side. Instead of mirrors, I should say, we're using cameras, which gives you a great function. We talk about something here, horsepower. Go back to these two cars over here. Pick two of these cars. I'm going to go to my cheat sheet to look at the horsepower rating. The most horsepower are these two cars, 903 horsepower each car. Take these two cars, add it together, 1,800 horsepower, doesn't come close to this. This car is 2,000 horsepower, which is going to give you that speed. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Doors are electronic. It's just an amazing car. We're going to notice something on the front. The design. Right here, you'll notice there's no windscreen wiper. Why? It's completely removable for track purposes. And let's face it, nobody would drive these cars in the rain anyway. I'm going to take a little look in the interior as well. If you notice, these seats, fully made of carbon fiber. If you notice, everything here, it's mind-blowing. I don't know if you'll be able to notice this, but look at this. I'm going to take this piece of paper, my cheat sheet. I hope I don't need it anymore. It goes right through. It's just a floating piece of carbon fiber. This is just so futuristic. It's absolutely ridiculous. My rear view mirror is where you'll always see the cars behind me because they will not be able to catch up. My rear view mirror right now, I have two P1s, a Senna, and a 918. They can't keep up with this car. I want to welcome you to visit us in Naples, Florida. I want you to feel free. We're a Lotus dealer, authorized dealer. We are taking orders on these. If you notice again, the cars behind me, before they started production, they were sold out. I'm going to save the best for the last. They made 918 Porsche 918s. They made 375 P1 McLarens. They made 500 Sennas. All those cars were sold out before they started building them. This car I'm sitting in, 130 will be made for the world. That's it. No more than 130. There's only going to be approximately 35 coming to the US, probably no more than 35 coming to the US. Already cars are being sold now. And why I say no more than 130 is because the factory has only so much time to build these cars. The specifications that we're doing on these cars right now can take some time. We have some amazing builds we've been sitting down with clients and looking at. We can customize anything. Down in the center of the seat, Lotus's slogan, for the drivers. We can engrave your name in there. We can change the seat color. We can change the stitching. We can do a custom paint. Just amazing cars. Thank you again for visiting with us, and we look forward to talking to you. Let's take this for a ride. Lotus Evija, baby.